Welcome, my dear students, for the second session of Management Accounting. So, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about characteristics or nature of management accounting, then scope of management accounting. Recap of previous class. In the previous class, that is in the first session, we have discussed meaning of management accounting, definitions of management accounting, objectives or functions of management accounting. Then what is the learning objectives of this chapter is to provide theoretical framework of management accounting. And this session outcome is the students will be able to know the characteristics or nature and scope of management accounting. Now we are going to discuss what are the characteristics or nature of management accounting. The first characteristic or nature of management accounting is useful in decision making. Here the useful in decision making means the main aim of management accounting is to assist management in decision making and also control. It is concerned with all such information which can provide useful to management in decision making. The second one is financial and cost accounting information. Here, basic accounting information useful for management accounting is derived from financial and cost accounting records. Then the third one is internal use. Information provided by management accounting is exclusively for use by management for internal use. Such information is not being given to parties external to the business like shareholders, creditors, financial institutions, etc. Then the fourth one is purely optional. Management accounting is a purely voluntary technique and there is no statutory obligation. Its adoption by any firm depends upon its utility and desirability. Then fifth one, concerned with future. As management accounting is concerned with decision making, it is related to future because decisions are taken for future course of action and not the past. The last one is flexibility in presentation of information. The form of presentation of information is left to the wisdom of the management accountant who decides which is the most useful format for providing the relevant information depending upon the utility of each type of information, and there is no standard format here. Then, scope of management accounting. The first scope of management accounting is financial accounting. It provides basic historical data which helps management to forecast and plan its financial activities for the future period. Thus, for an effective and successful management accounting, there should be a proper and well designed financial accounting system. And the second one is cost accounting. Many of the techniques of cost control like standard costing, budgetary control and techniques of profit planning and decision making like marginal costing, CVP analysis and differential cost analysis are used by the management accounting. Then budgeting and forecasting. In order to plan business activities for the future, forecasting and budgeting plays a very important role. Forecasting helps in the preparation of budgets and budgeting helps in management accountant in exercising budgetary control. The next one is tax planning. In order to take advantage of various provisions of tax laws, management accountant in order to take advantage of various provisions of tax laws, management accountant has to depend upon tax accounting and planning to minimize its tax liabilities and save more funds for the business. Then, reporting to management. For effective and timely decision, there should be a system of prompt and intelligent reporting to management. Both routine and special reports are prepared for submission to top management, middle order management, and operating level management depending on their requirements. Next, cost control procedures. Any system of management accounting is not complete without effective cost control procedures like inventory control, labor control, overhead control, budgetary control, etc. Then the statistical tool. Various tools of analyzing and presenting statistical data like graphs, tables, charts, etc. are used in preparing reports for use by the management. Next, internal control and internal audit. Management accountant heavily depends on internal financial controls like internal audit and internal check in the financial system of the concern. The next one is financial analysis and interpretation. Management accountant employs various techniques to analyze and interpret financial data to make it understandable and usable to the management. Such analysis helps management to achieve objectives of management in a more efficient manner. The next and the last one is office services. Management accountant is expected to maintain and control office routine and procedures like filing, copying, communication, electronical data and other allied services. These are the office services. Then multiple choice question. The first question is here. Basic accounting information useful for management accounting is derived from dash and dash records. The options available are financial and cost accounting, financial and corporate accounting. Both A and B are correct. None of the above. The answer is financial accounting and cost accounting. And the second question is management accounting is purely dash technique. Options compulsory, voluntary, both A and B, none of the above. The answer for this is voluntary. And the third question. Information provided by management accounting is exclusively for use by management for dash use. Options are internal, external, both A and B, none of the above. The answer is internal. Then fourth question. Management accounting is concerned with decision making. It is related with dash. Options are present, past, future, none of them. The correct answer is future. Next. Fifth question. For effective and timely decision, there should be a system of prompt and intelligent reporting to dash. Options are workers, management, customers, suppliers. The correct answer is management. Thank you.